What's the deal? What's the deal? What's going on? Let me get this shared up on a few places already here. Make sure I share it out to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. We're on all those platforms today. So let me get this out of here. Hopefully y'all had a good day yesterday. Yesterday was yesterday, right? uh Man, Horford, boy, Jesus Christ. Horford sold, right? He sold my play, my rebound play, man. Definitely did. But, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Let me get this shared up real fast. Let me get this shared up real fast. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pin that. Okay. One more share here, and we ready to rock and roll. See what that do here. Share that there. Bang. One more thing. Get it all shared up, shared up, shared up. Okay, we twerking now. We cooking with grease, fam. We are. ASA gonna be unproductive at work, huh? Yeah, sometimes you get those times, bro. Straight up. Good morning, Pat. Good. I'm glad you had a decent day. I did end up catching a nice productive live bet, man. That was like a plus 4,000. Didn't put a lot on it, but it hit. And that's the purpose of going over these games and things like that, so that we can have a better understanding of what's going on throughout the day and what's going to go on, and just carrying over from the previous season, you know what I'm saying, into this year. Let me check and make sure that we good to go on Twitter real fast. Let me see if I'm working over here. Yep, it says I'm live. Yep, we working. We working. We working over here. Okay. All right. So bang. All right. Yeah. So Minnesota. I think Minnesota's going to miss Cat. Randall was trash last night. Throwbacks. Yeah. So I didn't really touch on the side from that game yesterday, Pat. For the Minnesota game, I didn't really touch on the side there. I just didn't know, but I pretty much knew that those boys were going to get crashed. But that the Knicks were going to get crashed. I just didn't see any way where they were going to, produce points, man. You know what I'm saying? So, that's one of the uphill battles, but it's the beginning of the season, so we'll see, man. They got all season to try to work out their little kinks. Throwback said I only bet on Fliff, but parlay play, prize picks, and underdog ad like promos. They did. I took Boston Celtics 11 plus. So I cashed that in, and I took it made up for a few L's as far as like my 31 point blowout, things of that nature, right? So we got a full, a full go round today. Yesterday was only 2 games, and a lot of spots I touched on yesterday. My one bet I did bet like 2-3 days ago. I took the over. I took the double double for James Harden. FanDuel does have a double double uh, bonus that I'll give you guys some of my double double candidates here, which there's a lot of them. But maybe like I might parlay like 2 or 3, and I'll show you those real quick. But it is what it is. Boston went off behind the 3-point line. Tatum took out his frustration on the Knicks. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He did go ballistic, right? He definitely did. Cat. I took the over 21 for Cat. Got smashed there. It wasn't a good day for straights for me. But live betting. That's why I say live betting. That's why we go through the slate. We're going to go through the slate each and every day. And proper preparation. You guys know what the rest, right? You know what I'm saying? We do this every day. Then we'll get through it. Okay. So Indiana Pacers at Detroit Pistons. Right now we got an over 235.5 in this spot. Detroit, they have added more offense. So I can see instances where this game can go over. Remember, Indiana Pacers was an over wagon last year. We got a 5-point spread here. I can see you looking at team totals over for individual teams, either one, right? Throughout the preseason, Jaden Ivey, he looked really, really good. Then they added Tobias Harris. So, I don't know really what to expect here as far as, a lot of things here, but you're going to get the assist prop, just bring your way in from last year into this year. If you just really want to look at things the way they were and things like that, you're going to get an assist prop for Cade Cunningham at 8.5. I might pump my brakes here, but I know he's able to hit this. Might pump my brakes, but you definitely know Tyrese Halliburton. His assist prop is sitting at 9.5, and this is something that he's always been doing. So I couldn't talk you off going to his assist prop if you really, really want to. Next play that I'm looking at here. There's a lot of plays all throughout the industry, man. But taking a look at Ben Mathurin here, it's going to be a popular play today. His line probably opened up at 12.5. I mean, probably like 11.5. It's at 12.5 at -113 right now. I think that's a play. Bronny did play 2 minutes, bro. They had to get him out there, man, so history can be made. But Ben Mathurin, here's a play that probably could be laddered. If not today, early in the season. And if you want to get to it, be my guest, right? Let's take a look here. Ben Mathurin. And even if you want to, all these plays here for your goblins, teasing them down, all of this shit, right? You say over 2, 1 rebound, right? Would be good. He playing most of the season in the G League. They already said that last year, or he's gonna be in the G League. Yes, Durant should be able to class his if he can stand up for sure. He's definitely gonna have to chase Miles Turner out there. And speaking of Miles Turner, he's another guy that's points is gonna be in play, aggressive. You could also look at Miles Turner threes. That's what we do, right? It's a 3-point shooting league. I love the threes, right? So, who are we looking at? Mathurin, right? So, a few things you can look at here, a multitude of things. But like I said, I'm going to be looking at his points because that's what he does, right? His last 5 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. His last 7 games, he hit this number. So, like I said, I'll be looking at him. You know what I'm saying? We know he could, put the points up or whatever the case may be. Did get injured last year a couple times, I want to say, but at the end of the day, that's what he does, right? He puts the ball in the basket. So you could definitely look at his points. Or if you want to go up to like a 15 or something like that, I couldn't talk you off of it. I was just betting straight, right? So, it is what it is with that situation. Let me see if I'm having a lighting issue here. Interesting. Look kind of dark. Look kind of dark. Look kind of dark. Maybe it's just this dark screen. Who knows, right? Either way it go, Ben Matherin. If not now or maybe later, one of my favorite plays has always been rebounds and assists. And for none other than somebody like Pascal Siakam. This line opened up at 10.5, I believe, but it's in at 11.5. Here's a guy that can, if he was on Toronto, I would definitely jump on this play. But right now, you got Tyrese Halliburton that can handle the ball, along with T.J. McConnell, and if needed, Pascal Siakam can handle the ball as well. So I'll probably just fall back from this situation. The usage should be there for Pascal Siakam, so his points should be in play as well. If you're doing same game parlays on a day like this, I would stick to the highest usage players. Okay. So Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, things of that nature. The rebound prop for Jalen Duran's opened up at 11. I don't know where to open up. Probably open up at 10.5, but right now it's sitting at 11.5, and I'm probably gonna fall back from it, even though I know it can hit. And then most of the time, Miles Turner is anemic to rebounds. So, there's instances where Jalen Duran can get there. He's definitely going to have to probably step out on perimeter and step out, and try to guard Miles Turner, maybe within that 15 to 30 foot range, because Miles Turner can and will hit the three. So, all those things you need to take that into consideration. Last but not least, you want to look at the three ball here. Miles Turner. Here's a guy that can get hot from beyond the arc. And then Tyrese Halliburton can too. A lot of guys I'm probably just going to fall back from a lot of guys. Cade Cunningham, I couldn't talk about him, or Jaden Ivey for 1.5 threes. Those are parlay pieces that I don't mind getting to, right? 1.5, I don't mind getting to it, right? So that's this game in a nutshell. I think this game I can see instances where this game could go over. But I'm probably just going to pump my brakes on that situation. It looks like Detroit Pistons are poised to put up some points this year. So if you want to look at some of the totals and stuff like that, I think that's warranted, right? So let's take a look. Team totals here. Indiana Pacers points in at 120, and Detroit team total sitting at 115.5. I see instances where Detroit can probably come out here and put up some points here. With the addition, they have a fake offensive lineup, man. So Tobias Harris is yet to be seen how he's going to do things. I think Detroit going to come out shooting plenty threes. And I'll be looking for this game. I small lean towards the over here. Small lean. Or over team total for Detroit Pistons, right? Thanks. I didn't know he would be better than next year for sure. Took Ben Matherin points and assists. You took his points and assists. We'll see. I'm kind of shy away from his assists. Let's take a look at what he's been doing in the assist category. Last year at least. Let's see. That's last 20 games. So he went on a streak right here where he had went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games with hitting his points prop before he got hurt. But in the assist category here, all right, we'll have to see, right? We'll have to see his points and assists. What was it sitting at? His points and assists sitting at what? Points and assists sitting at 12. His points and assists sitting at 12.5. And yeah, that's a no-brainer. So that's a good play. I like the play there. When his points and assists sitting at 12.5, and his points sitting at 12.5 as well, or 11.5 in certain places. So the line's probably moved in certain spots here. So it is what it is, right? I like Nembhard points and on points and PRA. I definitely couldn't talk you off of that. Definitely couldn't talk you off of that there, right? Few ball handlers over here. Nice, Jim Williams. McBride and DiVincenzo cast the threes and a PRA for you. I took the 2.5 rebounds for DiVincenzo. He cashed that, but I didn't bet that. I put it on my on the prize pick slip, and that slip ended up going 3 of 6. So it is what it is, right? Getting back to the next game here. Milwaukee Bucks and the Philadelphia 76ers, right? I slept it. I didn't slip. I was waiting on a number, but the time flies, right? So I missed the 10.5 for Andre Drummond. His rebounds are all the way up to 14.5. While he can hit this, I'm probably just gonna stay away right now. But he's definitely got. If you want to jump in at 14.5, I couldn't talk you off of it, truthfully, right? Brook Lopez, here's a guy who's definitely anemic to grabbing rebounds. But if we want to look at Drummond, I couldn't talk you off his 14.5 rebounds there. As you can see, looking at his rebounds here, let's see. So, let's see. Can I get a filters here where they don't have a starting filter here? But he's got that upside, okay? In starting, he's got that upside, okay? So head-to-head, I'd imagine probably both of these games he was starting. Head-to-head versus this team, he's 50% to this number at 13.5, but right now on FanDuel, you get it at 14.5. So on FanDuel, it's probably fluctuating between 14.5 and 13.5, so you just got to catch it. Am I going to go there? Probably not, right? Probably not, but he's somebody who definitely can hit that. He just hasn't had a starting role, right? But he's a big time rebounder. As long as he stay out of foul trouble, it's instances where he can hit that number. Now, speaking of number, I took these guys at 3. I took these guys at 3 here. So at the end of the day, it's at 3.5 right now. So at a -166, fishy line here. I need to really go back and look through this. I need to go back and look through this 76ers roster again. I do like the matchup for Tyrese Maxey. He should be, busy early and often. I don't think Damian Lillard or Gary Trent Jr. can guard him. The usage will be there and everything, right? What we did target this Milwaukee Bucks team versus the 3 ball, right? So we can take a look at, however you want to look at it, right? So the 3-pointers made. These are stats carrying in from last year. I think they were giving up a lot of threes to the 2-guard position, Milwaukee. So they were top 10. Wait a minute. That's it. They were top 10, but it is what it is, right? What was they playing? I have to take a look. So from a usage standpoint, Kelly Oubre Jr., Tyrese Maxey should have all the usage in the world. Gary Trent Jr., the 3 ball, love the 3 for him. He's got 5-3 upside. So I love the 3 for him. And let's take a look here. His 3 opened up at 1.5 at -166. I think that's criminal. Brook Lopez can hit the 3. I can talk off of that. Kelly Oubre, 1.5 threes. I like that as well, or more. You get that at a -136. The usage should be up, right? Eric Gordon, all he's going to do is shoot the 3, right? So we could look for the 3 ball to be flying early and often in this game. But then you want to take a look at Giannis. I think this matchup is beautiful for Giannis here, right? So Sitting at 28 points there. You could also look at his rebounds. His rebounds sitting at 12.5. Don't know if I'll go there. And then you could also look at Bobby Portis. His points are sitting at Bobby Porter's points sitting at 12.5. Definitely somebody that can go out there and hit that. Just coming off a game in the preseason where I think he had like 5 or 7 threes. He can just, he's one of those guys that can go out there and do score and rebound. So you can look at his points. You can look at his points plus rebounds. You could also look at Bobby Porter's threes, right? So Bobby Porter's and ABC are some pretty good spots there. Dame Lillard in a spot like this, you could probably definitely look at an assist prop for him. Sitting at 7.5. If you're looking at the Dame Lillard that wants to get everybody acclimated, which they need to be acclimated, you can look at the 7.5 for him. Giannis can do the same. So it's a lot of things. It's a lot of ways to skin a cat here. I just want to go over a lot of plays to give you guys some insights on how I feel on some of these plays, right? So I do like the Milwaukee Bucks to win this game, and definitely there could definitely be a blowout watch going on here. Just keep an eye out. But the line is fishy. You would think this line would be more than this at 3.5, but hey, it is what it is, right? A lot of favorites I do like here, but I don't know, man. I'll be doing some same game parlays today, though. Some 3-point parlays and things like that, right? So right now, just a filler so we can, fill things out. Moneyline parlays, run line straights. Give me the Milwaukee Bucks, right? On the road, going on the road, okay? Yes, Giannis does have a monster matchup. Cleveland Cavaliers at Toronto Raptors here. Big -6.5 spread here. I just don't see any way where Toronto Raptors can win this game. So it's from a game standpoint here. I mean, you're looking at this team here. This team should be dissipated with injuries or whatever the case may be, right? So let me see what we got here. Let's head to Outlier, right? And let's see if we can take a look at. Let's go to Emmanuel quickly, right? For 1 second here, and let's take a look at the injury report, right? Let's see what we got here for injury. So, Imani Bates out, Max Struss out, R.J. Barrett out, Bruce Brown out, Kelly O out, Jacoby Walker out, right? I just can't with this team, right? So one of my favorite plays this year is going to have to be Jared Allen. I'm Jared Allen, right? Evan Mobley. His points. I think this opened up at 15.5. I did play this. Didn't put a lot on it at 15.5. You could also look at Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, and Darius Garland for double doubles. Speaking of double doubles, I can show you some numbers here. All three of these guys going to be in play for double doubles. You get plus money for Evan Mobley. You get -155 for Jared Allen, and if you can get Darius Garland to come out there and drop you 10 assists, he'll definitely get you a double double at a +300. Okay, in a matchup like this, it's a mouse in the house. A few dimes to Jared Allen, a few dimes to Evan Mobley, and a couple dimes to Donovan Mitchell. And what do you got? You got yourself close to it, or a double-double or close to it, right? They're going to be shooting a lot of threes here. His assist prop is sitting at 7.5. Donovan Mitchell has the potential to hit his assist prop as well. They will be shooting a lot of threes here. I don't know if I'll be stepping to Emmanuel Quickly and or Scotty Barnes, but these guys will have to do a lot amongst the trees, the guys like Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. I just don't see it. These guys will be on blowout watch. Right now, if you probably look at the margins and their bands and stuff like that, they're probably not even at +5,000 right now, right? So, if you like to bet these premature, you can look at it, right? So, Cleveland Cavaliers, let me see. They 31 plus is sitting at 3,200, right? It's a few different ways that I like to play these. When I'm doing pre-flop, and I just like a team to win. Sometimes I come right here. I start off with the margin, right? I'll start off with the margin. I'll start off with the margin like Cleveland 11 plus, like pre-flop, some shit like that. Then I would probably go with the 26. I mean, it's plenty ways you could do it, right? Then I would probably go with the 11 plus. Then I would probably go with the 26 plus. Let me see. I would probably go with the 26 plus, which would be margin of victory, right? Where is it? Cleveland Cavaliers, 26 plus, margin of victory. That would be like 1,400. And then I would probably go with the 10 point, right? 10 point is where you can get the 21 to 30, right? 21 to 30. Now, betting it like this, you're gonna catch an L. You can catch an L. If they win by 31, you can catch an L. But one of these bets you can catch an L, but you can go 3-1, right? On some pretty nice odds if you do it right, right? 21 through 30 at a plus 850. You know, sometimes I'll split it up like that pre-flop when I just know I'm getting ready to bet on a blowout, right? And then you got multiple cash outs in between that. And sometimes you split it up. Like even if you're betting $5, you know, sometimes on a plus 5,000, I'll split it into two, and then I could I could cash out on one, ride one out, whatever the case may be. It's just a lot of ways that you could split it up, things like that. We bet blowouts because I do bet a lot of blowouts, okay, and that's all a part of live betting. So at the end of the day, looking at totals and stuff like that, team props. So Toronto Raptors team total sitting at 109.5. Don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Cleveland Cavaliers team total sitting at 115.5. I like it, right? I like it, right? So, I can see instances where, these guys can get that. Remember, Max Strus is out, so you can get a guy that coming off the bench you can get a guy coming off the bench like what's my boy name? The guard coming off the bench, for Cleveland. Come on, man. Come from Brooklyn. Come from the Pacers to Brooklyn to Cleveland. Come on now. Y'all help me out. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Shit. I get a brain fart all the time, man. All the time. Let me go back. Let me get a roster up here. Let me get a roster up here. Because I forget a lot of names, man. I forget a lot of names. And he can be of some value. So you definitely gotta be on the lookout for him, right? Live bets. There you go. Help me out, Pat. Jay Levert, right? He's gonna be a guy that's gonna come in and get minutes at the 1, 2, and the 3. He's got point guard abilities. So we probably won't get numbers for him until later on. And he's a guy that you can look at in this matchup, right? Another guy that Grady Dick. No defense. Jakob, pretty big body down there. Can probably give you some, he can move some shit around. He can get, he's a guy that can, move some shit around and get him some rebounds. But Chris Boucher, he's a guy that, he has some size on him, pretty skinny, but he definitely could, I can see him hitting his player points, man. I can see Boucher hitting his points. So he can be of some value, bro. So I'll be watching for Boucher closely, right? You can get 10 points for Boucher at plus 240. I'll be watching for Boucher closely, man. It's even on live bets, right? He can definitely come in and Boucher been of some value for a long time. So at the end of the day, Cleveland Cavaliers, moneyline parlays, run line straights, and the rest of that shit, everybody's in play. Brooklyn Nets, Atlanta Hawks here, right? So we got an over under of 220 2.5 here, right? So at the end of the day, Brooklyn Nets 6.5-point dogs here, right? Right now we're looking at points and where the points need to come from, right? Right now, only 2 scorers on this team that I'm looking at is going to be Cam Thomas and it's going to be Thomas, and it's going to be Dennis Schroeder, and we're going to look at Cam Johnson for the 3 ball. We're going to look at Nick Claxton for the rebounds and possibly a double-double. And you can also look at him for blocks, right? So depending on what his fantasy score is on Prize Picks, it should be in play. Probably down there battling out with somebody like a Kongu and Clint Capella. So, and it's going to be interesting to see which one of these guys here are going to start, right? Or who's going to end up starting. Kongu is probably going to end up taking that spot this year. So, Clint Capella, take a look out. I mean, be on the watch out for that, right? So, Dennis Schroeder, points prop went down. It's sitting at 14.5. This boy got 20-point upside, okay? I love the matchup for him. He'll see Trey. He'll see Trey, and I'm willing to take the 15. I haven't bet it. I'm willing to take the 15. I'm willing to live bet it as well. There's instances where he goes over that 1.5 threes. For sure, at one point, this was a wagon. Last year, we were playing it. And, I couldn't talk you off. Look at his points or his assists or points plus assists. Sitting at 6.5. Atlanta Hawks, pace-up matchup. They like to play with pace. And, man, you got to look at the roster. You got to know what the team needs. The team needs scoring. Come on now. We know the team needs scoring. So what is Johnson threes at? 2.5. I knew it was at 2.5. Cam Thomas, 30-point upside or better. He's going to shoot. So, I don't know if I'll take Cam Thomas threes, but I know I couldn't talk you off his points, right? Couldn't talk you off his points. Who else do we have out here? Bogdanovich. Where is, what's his name? Richards. I think he was the number 1 pick, number 2 pick, whatever his name was. Well, whoever they took number 1, the guy got a 3 ball on him, so we'll see what it looked like. He could pass the rock too. Double-double candidate here is going to be Trae Young. He's going to be one of those double-double candidates. You get a double-double for him at -145. If you don't want to go to his double-double, just take his 10.5 assists if you want, and you'll get that at plus money. If you want to alter it down to a straight 10, you get a -150. Be my guest, right? Trae Young. Speaking of Trae Young, his points prop will be in play. Dennis Schroeder has a little bit of defense, but the usage will be there for him, right? No. The guard, he's gone to New Orleans Pelicans. I'm bad with names. I forget names really, really quick, but he's got the, ultraviolet green light once again. So he'll be chunking it up. He'll be chunking it up, and his points props in at 26.5. Couldn't talk you off of that. His points plus assists, however you want to look at it, right? Blocks. Definitely. Nick Claxton, he's a block monster. His block's sitting at 1.5 at a parlay piece. I like it at a parlay piece at -184. I like it. Here's a guy that can go out there and, straight up beat your shit up, right? I ain't even finna sugarcoat it, right? So, Claxton, big time shot blocker. Let's see what we got here. Let's go to blocks. His last 5 games, he had 2 blocks or better in 4 of his last 5 games. Last 20, he's 60% to this number. That's 2 blocks, right? If I filtered it down to just 1 block a game, he's probably crashing shit, right? He's 16 to 20, at least 1 block in every game in 16 of the last 20 games, right? We know what he do, right? His steal plus block prop sitting at 2.5. And last 20 games, he's 9 for 20 in that number. Last 10 games, he's probably around 50%. Yeah, around 50%. So, that could contest to a fantasy prop if you're playing on prize picks and stuff like that, because you do get 3 points for a block, you get 3 points for a steal, right? So also, like I said, his rebounds are in play. The minutes for him, as you can see, as long as he's getting around the 30-ish, 30 to 35, upwards of that number, then his rebounds should be in play, right? Head-to-head versus this team, he's had double-digit rebounds of 3 of his last 4 games versus this team, so it can be done, right? It can be done. And last but not least, the guy that I want to talk about, well, 2 guys, is going to be Jalen Johnson, right? Jalen Johnson is here to stay. Now, one thing I would say, they have some guys that could kind of like match up with them, right? Your Dorian Finney-Smiths, your Ben Simmons, things like that. So that's something that you want to keep an eye out on, okay? So I don't know. I might, because he's going to be a focal point of this offense. He's going to be a focal point of opposing teams' defenses, right? The usage should be there for him. There's going to be games where Jalen Johnson balls out. I might pump my brakes today. I don't know, right? I don't care. If I fade him and he goes ballistic, I could care less. I didn't lose any money on it, right? But he's gonna see some Dorian Finney-Smith. He's probably gonna see some Ben Simmons, and we'll see what's gonna happen, right? Bojan Bogdanovic, he's got a flamethrower. Here's a guy that can come out there and give you 5 threes at any given day. Most of the time, a lot of times when he's in there, he's going to be matched up with Cam Thomas, who has no defense. Don't be surprised if he comes out there and hits his 3-point prop. Right now, sitting at 2.5, and that's juiced up at a -150. A lot of spots here in this game, in all of these games, got to pick the right ones. Orlando Magic and Miami Heat. If you're looking for unders, this will probably be one of the games, right? I don't want to have no parts with none of this shit right here. Right, Paulo Banchero is going to be in play for sure. Volume anywhere it go, but I don't like the pace that this game is going to be played at. I don't like the pace that neither one of these teams going to play at, and defense just condensed opportunities. Caldwell Pope, another defensive addition to this team. Tyler Hero, wouldn't be surprised if he goes under his points prop. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. And you guys got some, let me know. I don't care how many times Bam Adebayo hit his fucking rebounds. I don't want no parts of it this year. Probably none. I don't care. I don't care at all. I don't care. So Jimmy Butler, he got his ass cussed out. But I don't want no parts of this game. If I'm looking for unders, I'll look at this game. Chicago Bulls, New Orleans Pelicans, right? So, New Orleans Pelicans, we got an over-under of 226 in this spot. Bulls plus 6.5. Man, one thing I'll tell you here is there's a mouse in the house, right? So, New Orleans Pelicans, they are short on bigs, right? So that's a plus. If you want to use, which I'm probably I'm gonna put them in the parlay as well. But definitely look at Vucevic, because he's going to be down there and he's going to be out there, right? So it's a parlay piece at a double here. I think this team is not going to be a good rebounding team. Let's get this shit out the way right now, okay? The New Orleans Pelicans, they're not going to be a good rebounding team, and we should look to attack this team, with bigs, and especially aggressive bigs. So that's a parlay piece. Nikola Vucevic, double, and you can use it for that double special that they're running. So I like it, right? DeJounte Murray is a double candidate there. So it's a straight bet. I couldn't talk you off that at a plus 145. I like it. First game, I would like for him to come out here and drop dimes on his Bulls defense, right? Early. But we still gotta see. It's a lean, we still gotta see. The Bulls have some pieces. I don't think their defense is gonna be good. But They got a few pieces over here. Josh Giddey, don't be surprised if Josh Giddey don't come out here and get a double-double. If not now, maybe later. The Bulls have some ball handlers now and some ball handlers that, Kobe White can run the point. Then you got Josh Giddey, who's probably going to be the point. Then you got Lonzo Ball. He's limited. He can run the point. Ayu Dusamnu can run the point. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see what's going to happen here, right? One guy you need to pay attention to is going to be, and for all my Bulls fans out there, you got to pay attention to you have to pay attention to Jalen Smith. As long as he get the opportunity, here's a guy that can, given the opportunity, right? Given the opportunity, he can come in and make something happen. In a rebounding space, you know what I'm saying? He does have a small midi, and I've hit double-doubles on him in the past. I've wanted him, a year or so ago. I think this might be his third year, maybe fourth. Don't quote me on that. I like him as a 4-piece, maybe a possible 5, and he's going to make some type of I think he's going to make an impact given the opportunity. The Bulls just got to figure out what they're going to do. Some point this season, Zach LaVine should be gone. So they should be, he should be gone at some point this season. So we'll see what's going to happen, right? But overall, my favorite play from this game, Patrick, would probably be Vucevic, but it's a parlay piece at minus 145. His regular rebound probably sitting at 10.5. Let's see, 10.5 at a minus 120. Couldn't talk you off of that, right? They don't pretty much run him off the floor. Right? So, DeJounte Murray, like I said, his assist prop sitting at 7.5. I think that's doable. I know that's doable, and we could definitely look at the 3-ball. We can look at the 3-ball for CJ McCollum, right? His threes are sitting at 2.5. No, 2.5 at juiced up, right? The Bulls, looking at the Bulls, let's see, defense versus possession here. The Bulls, let's see, crack that. 3 points is made. Chicago, number 2, coming in from last year, number 2 and giving up the 3-pointers at about 14.5 a game. So they were giving up the 3. The Bulls was. So especially if you want to look at the 2-guard position, they were top 10. They're giving up 3-pointers made at the 2-guard position, and that'll be none other than CJ McCollum, right? But I want to see how this, how they work this shit out. What is Vucevic's points prop? 17.5. What is rebounds and assists? Rebounds and assists for Josh Giddey. 13.5. That's in play. That's in play there. Josh Giddey, a fresh start for him. Rebounds and assists got to be in play for him. He's probably, we know he has triple-double upside. We know that, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if that motherfucker go out there and hit a triple-double. Giddey. Let's see, Giddey. So, I mean, he was in, 10 minutes, 13 minutes, 12 minutes, like whatever, right? He wasn't getting his minutes. He was going through some shit. Like back here, when he was getting his 30 minutes and stuff like that, back here, that's when he showed flashes upside that he can hit this number, right? So that's rebounds and assists. So we know he should be able to hit this number, right? And what about just looking at his PRAs? Like, what is his PRA? Just fuck it, right? PRA 24.5, right? So like I said, he right here, from right here, he was playing like 37 minutes, right? 30 minutes from right here on back. I'm quite sure he's probably gonna have I ain't gonna say he's gonna have a greener light here in Chicago, but damn, he should be able to hit some of them, hit this shit, man. He should be able to hit this shit because he's gonna be able to drop downs to, Vucevic. I'm gonna like it, man. I'm gonna like it, right? I'm gonna like it. So whether you want to look at his PRAs or his rebounds and assists, it should be in play. It's going to be in play here. His regular assist prop is what? 5.5. I mean, man. Let me see something. Triple double. Let me see something. His last 20, he got 2 triple doubles in his last 20 games. 2 triple doubles in his last 20 games. He recorded 3 triple doubles last year. Interesting. About his rebounds and assists versus this team, he's hit this number. And remember, they have times where they would go small and take Valanciunas off the court, right? So he was flirting with this 12.5 back then, right? So like I said, long story short, a play that I can't forget, right? I can't forget that play. Okay. So rebounds and assists, I can't forget that play. 13.5 rebounds, assists at plus money. I like it, bro. I like it. I'm not gonna be late to the fucking party. I take my L. I'm not gonna be late to the party. I'm gonna put this to the side, right? Rebounds and assists, I'm gonna like that. I'm gonna like that. I definitely am. New play unlocked. If you want to jump on these plays early, all right? I mean, your Zions and all that, those guys are in play. You don't need me to tell you about that. Charlotte Hornets, Houston Rockets, right? We're going to see. We're going to see what's going to happen today. But like I said yesterday, I can't back Houston in this spot. The Hornets. I can't back the Hornets in this spot. At the end of the day, I like the Hornets. I like the Rockets here. Now, Alperen Sengun is a double-double candidate. Even Fred VanVleet is a double-double candidate. But you can look at his assists and you can look at his threes, right? I would probably just look at his assists in this matchup, okay? Nick Richards, you get a double-double for him at plus 440. He's going to have his hands full today. Alperen Sengun. Then, like I said, you got Steven Adams coming behind him. So Steven Adams is another robo rebounder, right? So he's going to have his hands full. Nick Richards, don't know who's behind Nick Richards. Mark Williams is not, he's not healthy. So they're going to need Nick Richards to stay out of foul trouble. And boy, if this boy gets in foul trouble, they're going to eat him for lunch. They're going to eat these guys for lunch down there in the paint. You'll get Jabari Smith probably matched up with Miles Bridges. Like, yeah, right. In the backcourt, though, I like the matchup for LaMelo Ball. He'll either see Fred VanVleet, probably in some switches. He'll see some Jalen Green. Never know. He might see Dylan Brooks. At the end of the day, he'll have all the usage. I just don't like this spot, right? So I don't like this spot. I don't, right? I don't like this spot, but anything can happen. I'm not going to say what I like, what props I like or not for him. I just don't know. Team total here at home, 118 for the Houston Rockets is something that can be hit, right? Versus this Charlotte Hornets team. Maybe the Charlotte Hornets team probably a little bit better defensively, but I don't know. Charlotte Hornets team total is at 111.5. At the end of the day, I'm gonna pump my brakes on that, right? I just want to see what's gonna happen here. But I do like Houston Rockets to win. I'll be looking to live bet this game in ways possible. Straight rebound prop for Alper Sengun is sitting at 9.5. And then the assist prop for Fred VanVleet sitting at 7.5, right? So we'll see what's gonna happen. And then Jalen Green, we got the ultra green light here, 21.5 points. Would I take? I probably wouldn't take the under here in this spot. I probably wouldn't take the under here. So I have interest in it. 21.5. I lean towards the over. Memphis Grizzlies, Utah Jazz, right? So we got an over under 228 in this spot. Like I said, if you want to start from the top here, you're gonna have Edie out there, and you're gonna have Edie out there, and you're going to have what's my boy name? Kessler, right? So blocks and fantasy score should be in play for these guys if we get the lines on them. Walker Kessler, here's a guy that he's got big time block upside here. His minutes is just all over the place, been sporadic. 16, 21, 17, 32, 9. Like, come on now. So I feel like he's going to get, his minutes today. Or as long as that kid is out there, he should be out there. I would imagine, right? So, you know what I'm saying? He's almost 50% to his block number. Oh, this is steals and blocks. Oh, this is blocks. So his blocks number is already set at 2.5, right? That's a lot to be set at, right? For opening night, 2.5. But that shows you how good he is in the block category. Now, moving in from last year, if you want to just look at things from last year, guess what? We got Ja Morant back, right? So looking at the point guard position here, let's see. Their game logs. Let's go to defense versus position. So 3-pointers made here. Memphis. No, let's look at points. So point guard. So somehow, that's what it was, assists. I'm sorry. So assists, Utah, right? They were giving up 10 assists to the point guard position all year long, 17 potential assists, right? They were giving up assists like a mug. You could look at Toronto. They were giving up assists to the point guard position. Charlotte, they were giving up assists. Fred VanVleet. Washington, which will probably, do they play today? Probably do. They're giving up assists. Phoenix was giving up assists. Miami, Chicago, right? So, potential assists. Utah, giving up the most potential assists. Long story short, yeah, I do too, bro. I do too. He's a big-time playmaker. Just want to hit it in the right spot, But yeah, potential assists. They lead the league in potential assists, right? So things of that nature, right? You're gonna get assist prop for Ja Morant sitting at 7.5, and it's juiced to the over. So if you like his assist prop, he could probably flirt with a double-double. So that's something that you could probably take a look at as well. His points prop sitting at 25 and a half. I said I was going to sprinkle on it. Yeah, I'm gonna bet it, right? I'm gonna take a stab at the 10 and a half. I mean 25 and a half on the strength. Probably won't bet that much on it. Not a lot, but I'm gonna take a stab at the 25 and a half, right? And then Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain, let me see, to the two guards, they were giving up the threes to the shooting guard position. I want to say Utah, right? Let's see, 3-pointers. Utah, to the shooting guard position, they were giving up the most threes last year and the most three-point attempts last year to the shooting guard position. So, as you can see, they were at the top of the crop. And then points to the shooting guard position, they was giving up the most points, the most threes, and the most three-point attempts. And you can also, at the shooting guard position, they were top 3 in giving up assists to the shooting guard position. So, Desmond Bain, we know who he is. We know what he does. The 3-ball, if they're anything like they were last year, the 3-ball should be in play, right? On the flip side, I ain't even gonna lie. Memphis, they show signs where they can give up the 3 as well, but they dealt with a lot of injuries and things of that nature. Between Ja, between Bain, they just couldn't get it right. So I'll be looking at the assists for Ja, points or points plus assists, and threes for Bain or points. Okay, so that's how I'll be looking at it. Even if it's a parlay piece, I'll probably use it for a parlay piece. Who knows? But those are some spots that we can attack versus this team, right? So we all know it's a 3-point shooting league. Speaking of threes, Bain threes are opened up at are sitting at 3.5 at a minus 115. He does have 5-3 upside. Colin Sexton, there are 2 threes for him. Is not a rim of possibilities there. Keontae George should be shooting more threes this year. That Marcus Smart assist, yeah, I couldn't talk you off of that. He should get minutes at the 1 and the 2. So Marcus Smart assist. What is this line sitting at? Marcus Smart. Three and a half. That's interesting, right? That's an interesting play there. 3.5 assists is interesting. I don't know where they're going to play him at. Scottie Pippen Jr. probably going to get some backup. Going to get some backup point guard minutes there. So we'll see how it's going to happen, right? We'll see how it's going to happen, how it's going to play out. I'm going to temper my expectations right here on the side right now. We're going to see. We're going to see. No Jaren Jackson Jr., right? And keep an eye out on Brandon Clark, right? Brandon Clark. Keep an eye out on Brandon Clark. Here's a guy. He's gonna get him some minutes. Mackey was good. What's going on? Brandon Clark is gonna get him some minutes. Okay, for sure. I can see Brandon Clark playing 40. I mean, not 40. I can see Brandon Clark playing 20, 25 minutes. I ain't even gonna lie. Okay, and you know what he does, right? So I can see Brandon Clark getting in there. So the Golden State Warriors and Portland Trailblazers here. Right now, right off the back, we got a 222 over under. Golden State 5.5 favorites here. And if I'm thinking about the 3-ball, thinking about a few things here, and there's 3 guys that I'm looking at here, right? Anthony Simons, I like the 3.5 threes for him. And of course, how can you not like the Stephen Curry, right? So those 2 guys are definitely my top 2 3-point candidates. Then behind those guys, you can look at Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield is on the same level with those guys, right? So those are my top three guys looking at the 3-point from the 3-point beyond the arc, right? It's gonna be Stephen Curry, Anthony Simons, and Buddy Hield. Now, they got this Warriors team got a lot of guys, right, that can match up with Jeremy Grant. Okay, Jeremy Grant is known to pull that trigger, right? He's gonna shoot that ball. Okay, don't know how he's gonna be effective. I think that the Golden State has some guys in his range that can guard him, right? They got a few guys that can guard him, right? You see the 3.5 on Buddy Hield? Okay. I couldn't talk. You know what we know what they coming to do. They're gonna be doing this all season long too. They're gonna be doing this all season long. So Grant, right? Jeremy Grant. I don't know if I like the matchup for him, right? Jeremy Grant. And a guy like him that shoots a lot of volume, bro. A lot of volume for Jeremy Grant. That's what he does. A lot of volume, a lot of minutes, right? When he's healthy, don't know what happened here with 14 minutes, but 35 minutes, 40 minutes, 33, 40, 31, 37, 33, 34, 40 minutes, right? So looking at his field goals and shit, his shot attempts and stuff like that, it's kind of like coming towards the end of the season was getting down, but right here, 17 attempts, 17, 14, 30, 21, 18, 15 attempts, things of that nature. So he would shoot the ball, right? Bam 1-3. I couldn't talk you off of that. He has been, shooting threes. Spoelstra gave him the go, I want to say. Spoelstra gave him the go to shoot the three. So he probably could go in there and hit a three for sure. But with the mid-range game, he'll probably bust out the mid-range game as well. But I'm going to have to see how this is going to play out, right? You got Scoot Henderson. I want to see how this is going to play out. Denny Avdija, here's a guy that can get rebounds. I want to see how this plays out. I do. I can't recommend. Where's this? I can't recommend. Avdija, his rebound sitting at 6.5. I can't recommend Grant's points right now. If this was last year, I would be in on it. 19.5. I would have to see. I'm gonna have to see how this goes. I don't even know what position he's going to be playing. But at the end of the day, one play that I know I'm getting at here is going to be the double for. And I'm going to use it as a parlay piece for DeAndre Ayton. It's going to be a lot of jump shots here. I'll use that as the parlay piece here, and I'll use that in conjunction. Probably use that with a 3-leg with that FanDuel bonus. I'll probably take DeAndre Ayton. I'll probably take Vucevic, and I'll probably just do a 3-leg double and try to smack that. Right? Let's see. I'll probably go. Vucevic. Yeah. Oh, and the next guy. I'm getting to him. The next guy, but it's a bunch of double candidates here tonight. Trae Young. I can probably pop one from every game except for one. Right? You got like 3 double candidates on the Cleveland side. Your Drummonds and whatever, and your Halliburtons and shit like that. But so. This game here, I'm gonna do a lot of live betting, man. It just is what it is. I can't just make all these bets. I'm not making all these bets right now. So I might do like a 6 card on Prize Picks, a 6 card on a 5 card or something like that, and a couple tools on Underdog. But the most is gonna be straights, a couple bankroll builders, and just live bets, right? Had a nice live bet last night with a plus 4,000. So Didn't bet much on it, but it cashed, right? So live bets are the way to go if you have the books. If you have books and you can understand the game flow, you see how games are going, and you can see who's hot. Man, live bets are awesome. So, I mean, the usual suspects. It's just what you see is what you get. I don't have a side in this game. I don't, right? I don't have a side in this game. There's going to be times where Denny Alves just going to get a double-double, right? Or 10 rebounds and shit like that. So it's going to be some stuff going on here. It's going to be times where Anthony Simons hit 5, 6, 7 threes. That's what he does. Podziemski, whatever. I do want to take a look at his assists here and see what his assist is. Let's see. Buddy Hield at 2.5, but they didn't put him. 3.5. Oh, I like that. I like the 3.5. I can see instances where you can get 3.5. It's going to be a lot of people getting assists here because they're going to be passing it. So, the total to this game here, let's see what the total is. 222. This game could probably I can see some Golden State games going over. Okay. I'm not a big fan of how they look defensively. So I'm gonna probably see some of these games probably go over. And for them to be scoring too. So let's see what the team totals are. 114.5 for Golden State and 108.5 for Portland. Okay. There's a few more mouths to feed over here on Portland, and we'll get Scoot Henderson point prop at 12.5. That's going to be interesting, but I lean towards the over in this game. Matthew Porcel said Jalen Brunson under. Yes, sir. I didn't bet that, but you came and dropped it though. I remember that. Last but not least here, your Phoenix Suns and your Golden State Warriors. I mean, Los Angeles Clippers, right? James Harden, he's gonna be the double count. I'm gonna do the 3-leg. It's gonna be James Harden. It's at a minus 140 now. Opened up probably about a 125. I got it at a minus 130. Ended up laying a juice. I'm gonna put it in a parlay piece, right? Now I know I said I like Tyus Jones assists, right? I probably won't take it today. I need to see how this team is gonna work it out. How you gonna work it out? But boy, oh boy, can you get a double for him at plus 550? Tyus Jones. Double at a plus 550. Interesting. Very interesting. It sits down to 6.5. I need to see how this is going to work. A lot of ball dominant guys on this team. You got 3 ball dominant guys on this team. I need to see what's going to happen. I need to see what's going to happen, man. Straight up. It's going to be interesting. Ivica Zubac's going to need to do more. No Kawhi, he's going to need to do more. So his double-doubles are going to be in play more often than not. The pick and roll, James Harden, things of that nature. So Durant, 1.5 threes, Beal, 1.5 threes, Tyus Jones, 1.5. Norman Powell is going to have to step up. I don't know, is he going to be starting or not, right? So that's, I don't know. Terrence Mann, Kerry Porter Jr., Batum, man, I don't like this. I don't like what, it's going to be Phoenix Suns or nothing for me in this spot for sure. What's the line here? If you want to get to that 5, I couldn't talk you off of it. If you want to get to that 5, I couldn't talk you off of it. So for me, it's going to be Phoenix Suns money line parlays, run line straights, okay? And a triple double for not triple double, double double. But be wary of these blowouts, right? Be wary of these blowouts. And looking at the points here, James Harden at 22.5. It's not out of the realm of possibilities, right? Yeah, we was all over. We all over Vucevic. I don't, Bam. I can't, right? I mean, I'm fading Bam ass on the rebounds, man. But only thing I will say is this here, right? I don't like the pace that game is going to be played at. It's going to be a slow, grind them out games. I'm looking for unders in that game, right? I'm leaning towards unders like on people like Tyler Hero, 19.5. Maybe you can get under on his points. Maybe under on a couple other people's points, man. I could see somebody like Caldwell Pope hitting a few threes on these guys. Coming into last year, this team probably got better, but 3-pointers made. They did get better throughout the season, right? But Miami. I think they did get a little better throughout the season. They did, right? That was versus the shoot guard position. But 3-pointers made. In the beginning of the season, oh my God, were they giving it up? So Miami like right around the middle of the pack. My double-double guys here that I know I'm going to put in the parlay piece is going to be James Harden. If he don't get there, it's probably going to be a blowout. My double-double parlay here. I don't know if I want to take which one I want to take here for Cleveland. Would it be Jared Allen? Would it be Mobley? Would it be the point guard? Right? All three of those boys in play. Trae Young. He's in play. I ain't gonna put him up there, but he's in play. Probably my number one candidate for a double-double is probably gonna be Vooch, right? Like he has to come out here and do these boys wrong. The numbers are still going up, right? So there we have that. And I mean, come on, DeAndre Ayton, don't fail me now. Like, come on, man. Straight up. Come on. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and go with it, right? All right. So that'll be like a 3-leg right there, right? So there's plenty double-double candidates today, boy, but it's it's early in the season, right? It's early in the season. Now, that's my double-double play right there. Let's see. Take these down right here. Up again. Yeah, let me clear these out real fast. We pretty much know all the chalky plays, right? All the chalky plays. And there's a ton of chalky plays, man. So some of the other plays, let's go. Let me see. Mathurin. I'm gonna do a 3-point parlay too. Gary Trent Jr. He's gonna be in a parlay piece, right? I'm gonna put him in the 3-point parlay. I just don't know who's going to be guarding. I don't know who's going to be guarding ABC. I do not know who's going to be guarding this man. I don't know who's going to be guarding this guy. Straight up. I need to go take a look at something real fast. ABC liable to hurt these people tonight. Let's see. Milwaukee. No. Philly. So Yabusele, whatever, he should probably be backing up. Because this, Drummond could get in foul trouble. Caleb Martin, no. Oubre is interesting, right? Boy, they don't have nobody to guard this kid, man. Straight up. They don't have nobody to guard him, man. Straight up. If you want to make a stars parlay, you should put him in there. He might go for 30 tonight, right? I mean, ABC, I love ABC tonight. If he don't show up, he don't show up. I love ABC tonight. I don't see who's going to stop him. Who's going to stop him? But the other guy I do like is Bobby Portis, right? Let's see. Wait a minute. I'm on the wrong one here. Right. So Bobby Portis, like that. Definitely like that. Just some of the other guys, right? Just some of the other guys. Cleveland Cavaliers. This should be a wagon. I would, 15.5. I got it at 15.5. It's at 16.5 right now, right? Evan Mobley, 16.5. But if I'm looking at this team, I'm looking at Cleveland to possibly Hulk smash these guys, right? On some blowout type of stuff, right? So sometimes these numbers can get lost in the sauce. But from the double-double standpoint, stuff like that, you got guys that are in play here. Jared Allen, he's in play. Evan Mobley, he's in play for a double-double. And like I said, Darius Garland, you're going to get big value for him on a double-double. And sleeper play, right? You're going to look for a sleeper play here. You're going to look at a sleeper play. Chris Boucher. Chris Boucher is going to be a sleeper play, right? 6.5 points. You can sneak in there, even though you're getting some blowout run. Might get you a 10 points for a plus 260, right? They probably won't have any type of numbers for Boucher, but trust and believe me, he can be sneaky, right? Boucher. So there's Chris Boucher right there. Doesn't play a ton of minutes, minutes. So 12 minutes, 13, 7, 8, 12, 10, whatever case may be. So right here versus Indiana, 10 points in 10 minutes, right? New Orleans Pelicans, 12 minutes, 11 points. Right here versus the Clippers, 16 minutes, 9 points. Phoenix, 23 minutes, right? So his last 2 games of the year is where he started getting some minutes, right? I mean, whatever, right? Whatever, right? 11 points here. Garbage time of the year, whatever the case may be, right? But let me take a look at their roster one more time, okay? Where were we? Not one more time, but let me take a look at their roster. So quickly, now they got plenty. They got plenty injuries here. Walter, whoever that is, Brown is out. Barrett is out. So they got Abaji, Chris Boucher, Kelly Olynyk is out. Poto is in. Bruno Fernando is in. Boucher, man. Boucher, bro. Boucher. Let me see something. After missing Friday's preseason game against the Nets with a mild contusion, he isn't listed on Toronto's injury report for the regular season opener. With Kelly Olynyk sidelined Wednesday, could get the backup center minutes behind Jakob, putting the former on streaming radar. Yeah, for sure. And he can shoot a three. And he can shoot a three too. But he don't get a lot of playing time. But he I don't know, man. They had him for about 4 years, right? He's supposed to. I play him on fantasy and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So he could be a sleeper. He's going to be a sleeper, bro. He's going to be a sleeper, and there's no better time than catch the books off guard with your personal knowledge, bro. At the end of the day, his points probably sitting at 6.5 anyway, right? So it is what it is, right? Yeah. It's over a half of 3. Let's hit this number. I guess, right? So sleeper play, right? Sleeper guy, garbage time guy, whatever the case may be. I was over here. Garbage time guy. So wait a minute. Let me see. What about his rebounds? Okay. Last 2 games, he did have 9 and 8 rebounds. Shown flashes, right? His rebounds in at 4.5. Shown flashes. Okay, so what would his points plus rebounds be? 11.5. Points plus rebounds at 11.5. Okay. So definitely grab Bobby and Brooke. Brooke Lopez and Bobby got to watch. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Points plus rebounds, all that's in play for him. I ain't gonna lie. So let me see. Painful. That's what I'm gonna start. That's what I'm gonna come with a segment, right? Like my painful plays, right? My painful play. This is a painful play right here, boy. That's a painful play. But if he go out there, Chris Boucher go out there, get you 10 points at plus 260. He get you 15 points at a plus 1100. What about threes? They got him in there for 1 3. What do you do for 2 threes? It's not listed. 1 3, he's not listed here, but he's listed somewhere, right? So I ain't gonna lie. I mean, Grady Dick, he can hit the 3. I ain't gonna lie. Painful play here, sleeper play here, 6.5. Tough matchup though, boy. Tough matchup. They gonna need his size, boy. Cause man, they gonna need his size. They gonna need his size. Painful play there. Painful play. I'm gonna put Evan Mobley right there too, because it is what it is. A lot of plays. Brooklyn Nets. He's just gonna have to be the second fiddle. He's gonna have to put some points up, man. Straight up. I'm leaning towards the over for Dennis Schroeder. Okay, so I'm putting Dennis Schroeder over there, 14.5. These are painful plays. I'm not talking about these are painful plays. I'm not even looking at this game here. The Bulls and the Hornets. Another one here was going to be. Now you can take this however you want to take it, right? You could take Josh Giddey. He's going to get him a double more lately. Watch. Now this is good. This New Orleans team. They got a mouse in the house. They're a smaller team. You're going to have to stay out of foul trouble. But you can look at his rebounds plus assists at a 13.5. Or you can look at his PRAs, whichever one you want to look at, right? For right now, I'm just going to put Josh Giddey's 13.5 rebounds and assists right there. I don't know how I'm going to play it. Might go for points, rebounds, and assists. I don't know how I'm going to play it, bro. I don't. Okay. Charlotte Hornets and Houston Rockets. What is the rebound prop for Nick Richards? if he can stay out of foul trouble, I can see him getting some boards. 7.5, right? He's got to stay out of foul trouble. I'm gonna fall back from it, but he should still hit it, right? He's got to fight. He got to stay out of foul trouble versus Albert Sengun, and then he's got to fight with Steven Adams coming out there getting 8 rebounds a minute, right? Boy, it's going to be a struggle right there. So, what I would throw over here would be Fred VanVleet 7.5 assists, right? Painful play. Gonna have to see if Hornets are still playing up tempo. If they still playing up tempo, I like it. Defense, I don't see the defense there. My thing is the shooting, right? The shooting ain't all there. You know what I'm saying? I think they got another piece or so. They might have a flamethrower over there, but we'll see what's going to happen. Utah Jazz, Memphis Grizzlies. I want to put Josh over there. I do. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to put this play over there, but I'm telling you, I'm taking Ja 25 points. So Josh Giddey's number just got at 13.5. It just got suspended, right? I don't know what's to happen. What's happening with that? If things locked, let's see. Not locked, so it's got bumped. It got bumped. It's probably got 14.5 now. Let's see. Rebounds plus assists. No, it unlocked. Okay, it unlocked. Let me see if we got any news here. Any news here. Now, if you're playing NBA, your most important Twitter follower is going to be Underdog right here, right? This is your most important Twitter follow here. Oh, so that's what it was right there. Since the Bulls playing them, DeJounte Murray, personal, present at shoot around. Okay. All right. Okay. I also like DeJounte Murray assists. That 3.5 assists that Jim brought up here, that's a play. That's a painful play. That's a painful play that I like. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be an interesting play. I might pump my brakes on it. This spread is at 2. I might put my brakes on it. That's an interesting play, right? One of my favorite guys, given the minutes, I always like to, take the rebounds for Walker Kessler. Given the minutes, it's given the minutes though, man. Gotta see what's gonna happen. I imagine he's gonna be out there, but we will see, bro. We will see, right? Because he's got to go up against Eddie, man. Like, this boy is tall. I forgot how tall he is, but man, he's a tall character, right? So somebody you can look at there, okay? I'm gonna hold for the painful plays on this one here. And then where were we? Phoenix and Clippers, and that was it. No, Golden State Warriors and Portland Trailblazers. I'm gonna hold fast on those, right? These are some under the radar plays, though. Ben Mathurin is probably going to be popular. Okay, he does have 15-point upside. Bobby Portis. There's no telling what Bobby Portis can do in this spot, right? I don't know what he's going to do. I like the spot, though. I like the spot for him. These ain't plays you just go in there throwing into parlays, right? These just some guys that I think they're in an okay spot. outside the usual suspects. Okay, so points wise for Bobby Portis, I mean, a lot of this was the playoffs and stuff like that, so you could kind of like disregard it. But we know who he is. We know he's a baller, right? You know, so his points are sitting at 12.5, and his rebounds are sitting at 7.5. You know, so and then he can hit the three ball as well, right? So it is what it is. Look at his last 20 games. He hit at least 1 3 in his last 20 games. Like I said, 12 of his last 20 games. Then, like I said, he's just coming off a game where he just went ballistic in the preseason for 3. So, they need to get that man more minutes, man, straight up. They need to give him more minutes. I like to see him at least getting 30, at the very least 30 minutes a night. So I'm looking for him to have a season. Okay, I'm looking for him to have a season. Bobby Portis. And Chris Brochet, real painful, real painful. I'm just thinking about going up to 10 points and getting hit upside my head and taking a big L there. But here's a guy that you probably want to be on early. You know what I'm saying? Value plays. Evan Mobley, I like it. 16.5 points. Going up against Toronto, whatever. This is a play. Josh Giddey, I want to be on early, right? There's upside on this play, even if it ain't today. But I think today with New Orleans, New Orleans with a small team out there, I think there's upside on this play here. I lean to the over here for Fred VanVleet. And last but not least, let's get a 3-point parlay going here, right? A 3-point parlay going here. We know what they do, right? We know what they do, right? So first and foremost here, let's go with and then you could also look at Gary Trent Jr. points at 12.5. Kelly Oubre. So, for the sake of this, I'm gonna just leave it at 1.5. But we know that Gary Trent Jr. has 5-3 upside. Okay, and man, so I'm gonna leave it at there. Do what you want to do. Take it up to 3, 4, 5, whatever you want to do. You're gonna get plus money for 3 threes for Gary Trent Jr. at a plus 160. Wow, right? Like I didn't want to put that up there. I'm putting it up there, right? Fuck that. So, they want Mobley to shoot more threes, right? He's not listed. They want Cleveland to shoot more threes. I'm not going to put none of these guys up there, but they want Cleveland to shoot more threes. Let's see. I am going to put okay. Phoenix Suns, Clippers. Let's go Memphis, Utah. Okay, let's go let's go Desmond Bain at 3.5. Well, we know what Donovan Mitchell does. We do know that. 3.5 at plus money. Trey finna let that motherfucking thing go tonight, ain't he? LaMelo Ball finna let that motherfucker go, ain't he? Straight up. 3.5 for LaMelo Ball. Mm, mm, mm. Curry at Curry. Now you can go. Wait a minute. Let's see. I don't mind putting Curry up there and Anthony Simons up there, right? I definitely want to take the discount on Anthony Simons and just put him up there, but you can go Anthony Simons and you can go Curry here. But I'm a what I would do though, I would water these down. There's plenty more 3-pointers. If you want to go with, you don't want to go with, you don't want to go with Trent. You can go with Dame. It's just too many. The league is full of 3-point shooters, and it's a 3-point shooting game. You don't want to go with Mitchell. You can go with uh, Garland. Man, it's a lot of 3-point shit finna get ready to pop off tonight. I want you guys to be safe out there, right? Don't know if I'm gonna play this right here, but I'll water it down though. You know what I'm saying? Or take what you like. You know what I'm saying? Take what you like as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I could come down to 3 for LaMelo, 3 for Donovan Mitchell, probably I don't know, maybe 3 for Bane, 2 for Gary Trent, 4 and 3 for 4 for Curry and 3 for Anthony Simons. You can take 2 or 3, whatever the case may be. I just skimmed over a few. There's plenty more flamethrowers out there. Plenty more flamethrowers out there, right? So, how about rebounds and assists? Take a look what they got here. Um, hmm. Tobias Harris rebounds and assists is interesting. Interesting. Thomas, Trey, Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder has upside on his assist prop as well. Franz, Paulo, Jimmy Butler. Don't like the pace of that game. Dame Lillard. Interesting for Dame Lillard. Bobby Portis, 9 rebounds and assists in play. He could easily get 10 rebounds. Darius Garland, Mobley. Mobley's assist prop sitting at 2.5 or maybe 3.5. Scotty Barnes, I'm probably just going to fade that going up against this team. Josh Giddey, 12.5. So that's when you're going to find discrepancies. See, Josh Giddey, 12.5 over here. And on FanDuel, you'll get Josh Giddey at 13.5. Okay. So you're getting good value at 12.5 for rebounds and assists for Josh Giddey here on Prospects. You can also look at his points, rebounds, and assists, right? So that's in play as well. DeJounte Murray rebounds and assists are in play as well. So there we have that, right? Tyus Jones rebounds and assists at 9. That's I like that. And we got Thursday's lines out on the books too. Rebounds. Wait, let's look at fantasy score real fast. 27, 43, 33, 33. Cam Johnson. Cam Thomas, 33 fantasy score. 28, 28, 28. He hit this number 3 of his last 4. 28, 28, 28, 28, 28, 28. I like that 28. I like that 28. 31 for Nick Claxton. I can see instances where he can get there. He got shot blocking upside. Trey Young, Yeah, yeah. I can see instances where he can get there. Yeah, his points are in play as well. Um, mm, Damian Lillard, Brook Lopez, Giannis at 55. Giannis probably finna. I damn near want to take this Giannis. Who is this, man? Spammers, man. Got spamming my damn channel, my page. Block this month. Spamming my YouTube page, man. I mean my Facebook page. Okay. Fancy score for Cha. Mm, Fancy score for James Harden. Highest. Boy. Curry. 11.5 for Durant. He's gonna fuck around and get this. He's gonna mess around and get that. Now it's Turner. Claxton. I like Claxton's rebounds and his fancy score. Boy, they spamming that, boy. Woo! All right, well, keep it simple, man. Let's go to where we were going. Um, I'm gonna put up Ja Morant, right? It's taking all day. Come on now. Come on. Take Ja Morant regular line at 25.5 since you back. Um, We can go back to Matherin here. We can go back to Matherin here. I want to play ABC here. So is he looking to make a statement, bro? Do I take your points or his fancy score? Rebound combo. Him and Drummond for 26 boards. Let's go with his points. Let's go with his points. If he go ballistic on these boys tonight, that's 4. Let me go over here to assists real fast. It's hard. I'm gonna take a hard assist here, and since they're just gonna give us to start out, I'm gonna take a stab at on this parlay on this card. I'm gonna take a stab at Halliburton. Right, he keep coming up smiling right there. Damn, it's at 10. I wanted it to be at 9.5. I wanted to get it at 9.5. Let's go Evan Mobley. Let's go Evan Mobley points. I'll take that. 25 points plus rebounds. I like that too. So Josh Giddey, 12 rebounds and assists, 12.5. Good number here. 25.5 for Ja, 12.5 for Matherin, 28.5 for Giannis, 9.5 for assists for James Harden, 16 points for Evan Mobley. Right, 3-point guys. You can water them down if you want. Round robin it, do whatever you want to do. But Gary Trent Jr., Desmond Bain, Donovan Mitchell, LaMelo Ball, Anthony Simons, Stephen Curry. Over here, the double play for my double boost. James Harden, Vucevic. Wait a minute, how did Bobby Portis get there? It was supposed to be. No, it was supposed to be DeAndre Ayton. And the members only, I will drop some more parlays down in the members only. Probably 2 parlays in there. And shit, you can't get to the live bets that fast, but it is what it is, right? Good luck today. If you're on YouTube, make sure because I can drop a YouTube short or something like that. So just make sure you got the notifications on for all my pages, right? Take what you like, leave what you don't. Peace out, fam. Have a good day.